last song. Come on up.
Oh, here, the trio back together again. Hello, hello. How's it going? How are you? Yeah.
We're looking at Taylor Swift right now. Oh, that's the look. You know that when Taylor was, I actually spotted her publicist earlier.
Let's have you go right here.
Don't worry about him.
Yeah. Sorry, that direction was for us. How are you today? How does it feel to be here at the Grammys?
I feel great. It's amazing. I'm honored to be here to celebrate hip hop's 50th anniversary and to be a part of it. It's a blessing of mine. I'm a fan of the music that I've become a part of, and I've lived to be at this point and see it get to this stage.
And can you tell us a little bit about what the rehearsal ambiance was like to see everyone together, ready to, just wow the world with this performance?
It was being fans in the moment, believe it or not. We all know each other, but to see each other and to see everyone moving, to hear songs and see this person who loved you, and just energy in the air that's just really hard.
And obviously so many amazing artists taking part in this tribute to hip-hop. With so many amazing hip-hop artists to kind of choose from, how did you, I guess, come to choose who actually would take part?
I had no choice in that, and I'm glad because I didn't want to get in trouble anyway. I'm just happy that they chose to have me.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. You made the cut. And with such a big genre as well, making the cut is such an honor, you know what I mean?
I'm like, hey, but it just makes me feel honored that what my group De La Soul has done is really revered as something new and life-changing within the art community.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the evolution of where hip-hop has come to at this point?
I love it, man. There's always disagreeable aspects and agreeable aspects. But I love the fact that it continues to change, morph, and add and be inclusive to people. That's some of the things that great people had always did in the beginning. To add people together more. And that's what it is.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for stopping to chat with us. We're excited to see what's going to happen with the performance. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I feel like it's going to be one of those historic Grammy moments, you know?
I hope so.
It is.
I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it.
All the best,
Oh,
man.
thank you so much. Thank you. Such an honor to meet you. Thank you.
All the best. Woo! Doesn't get much better than that.
I know. We've had some great artists walking down telling us about this tribute, and we again more icons, more legends in front of us. I gotta say, you walking down some of these red carpets over Grammys week, I was fully entertained. You said this is my photo shoot moment. I'm here. Look at this awesome outfit. How did you put this together today? Those boots are hot.
Those boots are next level.
Versace because I wear it on stage.
Oh, with Versace?
I went with Versace today. And now I can wear it for the rest of the year, not just one night. And my new pink boots. Very exciting.
Oh, I love it. And how does it feel to be here, in this reunion amongst your peers? You guys have all been here all week. Now you're here for this highly anticipated night. How does it feel to once again see? Are there people that you see that you'd love to collaborate with in the future? What has it been like?
It's really great to see, Brandi Carlile. I got to see Joni Mitchell last night. And just so many great artists that had so much place in my life and inspired me so much to do what I do. It's been almost 50 years already, so.
I was going to say, your music has been around and has been inspiring so many generations. The fact that people are still listening to it, still playing it like it just came out, I mean, you would have had no idea when you were writing some of these songs that people would still be playing it today.
A lot of younger people are just now sort of discovering art, and I think classic rock is kind of coming back in a certain way because it's so different from what modern stuff is about. So it's more kind of there's more character to it, I guess. And but I like the new stuff too. I like Luna. I like Boy Genius, and all these new women that are coming out.
That's true.
Angel Olsen. I was listening to that today. I posted a thing about someone listening to War on Rust a lot lately, and they've pre-breed out.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Get excited by people
Yeah.
doing that,
I'm a
could we potentially see a War on Drugs some future collaboration work there?
Oh my God, I'd love to. I mean, he did something with RUSHES on his last album, which is really good too. A lot of great women coming out right now. So I feel, good about that. I never knew starting out that it was going to be so different later on. But we were just young. We didn't have a sexual identity attached to anything yet. We were just kids. So we just went ahead and did it.
Are you glad you started your career back then?
Huh?
Are you glad you started your career back then as opposed to now? Yeah.
I started playing guitar like 8 or 9 years old when the Beatles first came out. It was like, we want to be the Beatles. We don't want to marry the Beatles. We want to be the Beatles. So we didn't have a gender-specific idea behind any of that. But, yeah, we got to kind of go out there and be the Beatles.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. We really appreciate it. We got the fans at home watching live, and so we love it. But thank you again,
you.
and
Such pleasure.
thank you. Such an honor. Thank you. Hello.
How are we doing, guys? Sunglasses inside. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like the Grammys is one of those only times that you can do that.
Plus, we're from Seattle, so not used to this much bright weather.
Well, there's a lot of
You're like, there's a lot of light going on here. I mean, y'all are putting out amazing track after track. You hear Odessa, you know you're gonna party or you're gonna vibe out, either or. And so I wanted to know, when putting these songs together, when mixing in these samples, all this stuff, what intention do you have behind each track? Do you say, okay, this song is gonna fit into this theme? What goes through your head when working on it?
I mean, you kind of just fail a lot until you find something that you really enjoy. And it's the things that stick after 1,000 tries are, you have to follow that. You know that it means something. You're getting a reaction from you or the person you're working with. And so, yeah, you just kind of got to follow that.
Try to make something that you just want to hear, It's not out there, go create it. That's kind of what we try to go do.
And you guys are all around the world, touring, doing festivals, doing everything under the sun. Is it inspiring, I guess, to be on the road when creating something? You just sometimes cooped up in your hotel room and writing a smash? You know what I mean?
Yeah, if the touring creatively can be pretty hard. So it's pretty draining. That's why we kind of like to, really take some time off before we start writing again. But every once in a while, you're seeing new people, especially at festivals, you're seeing all these new acts. It's a nice way to kind of expose yourself to a lot of new music, which is pretty fun. And it's meets cool people as well.
I love that. We've seen a lot of festivals like Coachella, who I feel used to be more rock and roll, more electronica, are now bringing in a lot of mainstream artists. How do you feel to see kind of the festival market switch to be more mainstream here, specifically in the States?
Yeah, I think, it's just kind of part of the process.
Yeah.
I think as time goes on, what Europe does really well is they have these kind of smaller niche festivals. I hope we can take that model in the U.S. a little bit and kind of build something more custom for each, the specific genre.
Well, I think that's your job. Why don't you start a festival?
Well, hey.
Yes, it is a festival.
We have one in Mexico. So maybe we'll just expand on that.
Yeah,
get you down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know it, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. They're so great. I definitely bumped their music over time.
Yes, definitely had some fun listening to their
Right? Yeah, they do. They put out, like I said, they put out some great tracks, and you're gonna get a little bit of everything every time. Whether you want to party, whether you want to vibe, like I said. And so, Liam, the audience is meeting you for the first time tonight. So I want them to get to know you a little bit. We've got some great categories. We've got some great artists nominated. Out of these nominees, what is your favorite album that is nominated for Album of the Year?
Well, it's interesting because my favorite album of last year probably would have been An Evening with Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars and some Panic album. But they withdrew their nomination because last year they swept. They won all four they were nominated for. So this year they gracefully bowed out and said, hey, you know what? Let's let someone else take the shine this time. Big fan of Harry's House. I think Harry's House was definitely a top contender this year. It was nice being to Kid Harpoon just then, obviously, who was behind all of those tracks.
Yeah.
Dawn FM by The Weeknd was obviously a huge record. Saw him at Coachella the Sweet Shells Mafia, and I mean that's just a party record. You know what I mean? Everything the weekend kind of touches turns to gold. And obviously tonight, it's another Beyonce, isn't it?
So, it really is. It really is.
It's one of those songs that you just can't help but groove to.
All right, you want to break out into the TikTok dance a little bit?
Top 3 albums, give it to me. What are we talking?
Top 3. Un Verano Sin Ti, Bad Bunny. It's not album of the year, not this year, but SZA, SOS, definitely, so amazing. And then I gotta say again, Beyonce, Renaissance. Oh, you were not giving me a high five,
I was hyping up
but
the party, but I'm willing to
high fives, hyping it up, all of the above.
You mentioned the Bad Bunny. You're excited for that. What do you think?
You know, I would like to go to Coachella, and we'll see if that happens. And it's definitely going to be a huge party. But I'm a little torn this year, where I want Beyonce to win. I want her to break all these records, but I also want Bad Bunny to win and break some records for the Latinx community, for the Puerto Rican community specifically.
Beyonce only needs 4 wins to be the most awarded Grammy artist of the time, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And something tells me that I feel like she's going to do that tonight. Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
What do you
I
think of
think
the competition
so.
between Beyonce and Adele? The competition that they keep putting them up against.
I mean, there's a lot of competition, but there's also a lot of competition with the fashion. You know, we just saw Kacey Musgraves walk down the fashion cam over here. We also have, you know, some people are bringing out the neutrals, keeping it toned down, and so I'm excited to see. I mean, it's not a real fashion competition, but I'm excited to see everyone. We have Ella May, who we just spoke to earlier. She's bringing out the classy, the velvet, and doing an amazing job. I mean, honestly, this woman is classy through and through. She makes me want to chop all my hair off and try this waved look here.
We have Anita.
And we have Anita coming up. We have Anita, who has been rocking the charts. Trilingual queen over here. Hello. How are you? You look fabulous. Let's have you move a little bit this way. Right there? Perfect. Anita, can you tell us a little bit about this outfit today?
I'm wearing Atelier Versace 2003 Spring Summer, and it's a vintage piece, very unique, a little Tiffany tone to it.
Okay.
I'm feeling really special.
And
when you wear a vintage piece like that, do you feel like it needs a little bit of nerves to like not give it a little tear or not move
You
it around?
can't, I mean, it's mine, so I actually
Oh,
can
it's
do
yours? Oh,
I
nice.
can do whatever I want, to be honest, but I don't want to cause any troubles to my own dress, so I'm just going to keep it very beautiful.
It's an art piece.
You look
It
good.
is, as I'm feeling right now. A piece of
As you should be.
It really, and I mean, yeah, making history for Brazil today. How does it feel to be representing Brazil and seeing this music evolve?
Listen, I feel so special. I feel like so happy. It's been so many years, like trying to get to do something and really try, like, take the decision to come here to try this new career from the zero, and everything is working, and I'm really happy about it.
I mean, we're constantly hearing Envolver everywhere. You were at Savage X Fenty recently, you know, performing there as well. Now you're here at the Grammys, Best New Artist. What was your initial reaction when you got that news? Because you have been around for quite a while. You're not new.
For this audience, I am new. I see myself as new, even more like the way I'm building my career here. When I go to the places, I know I'm a new artist, and there's no problem in that. I feel like it is an ego exercise to you like get to the places and introduce yourself again. I have no problems with that. I just see myself as a new artist for this market, and I feel it's great that people understand the difference between these things. I'm really happy.
And we saw some footage of you and Chloe in Brazil, you know, recording something in there. Can you tell us, not necessarily what you were working on, but what genres you're diving into with these new projects?
So right now I'm working on funk music, Brazilian funk music, from the type of music that I worked in the beginning of my career in Brazil. So everything's gonna sound like that. I think it's the type of music people are expecting from me, since now as I am new in this market. I think I played the game as people are used to, so they can know me. But now that I'm here nominated, I feel free to do what's my culture. So I'm gonna do that.
I love that.
We mentioned obviously been around for a while, but we keep saying new to this market. now that this market is kind of taking you and running with you and really enjoying what you do, is that going to change the way, I guess, you write, or are we all going to see the same Anita through and through always?
Not the lyrics, but right now, as I feel free, like now that I feel like people can got to know me, I feel free to bring my culture through here, like my sounds, my real Brazilian funk thing. So that's what I'm working. That's what the sound with Chloe brings. It's a lot of like Brazilian flavors.
Oh, I love that. Anita, you've done such a great job. You know, we saw you Snoop Dogg at Coachella performing. You performed with Missy Elliott as well. You are honestly going through and through. How does it feel what would you say to little Anita, who is, you know, wanted to be a musician, wanted to be an artist back in Brazil, if she could see you now with all of these icons?
I would say, believe in what you think, because when I was a kid, I used to tell my family, my friends, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to sing here, 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 here. I'm going to meet this person. And everybody would be like, you're crazy. And I would just tell her, you're not crazy.
Manifestation is real.
Right?
If you want it, you got it.
Since I was a kid, I was already doing that. So,
It's true. Well, we're definitely rooting for you. Good luck and congratulations on the nomination. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's the most important thing. Go in there and just have a blast. Of course. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Anita's so great.
Oh, that is a superstar, right?
She is the best. She co-hosted at the Latin Grammys last year with multiple artists, and so it is really cool to see her back here at the Grammys, ready for her Best New Artist nomination. And we have Jack Harlow making his way on the fashion cam. He's also, you know, like I said, we're seeing a lot of color, but we're seeing a lot of neutrals this year as well, and a lot of leather. You know, he's got the leather glove. He got the glove memo that I got. You know,
oh, yeah.
rocking the leather gloves, rocking the neutrals, and so it's really fun to see the fashion and see these individual artists and their choices.
I'll never forget the Grammys a few years ago. Lady Gaga coming up as an egg. Do you remember that when she came down the carpet in the egg outfit?
Hello, how are you? I love this. Look, let's have you step.
You look so pretty today.
Thank you. I'm like, I've been like, go ahead,
Oh, good.
All right, so we are here with Hip Hop Royalty. First off, you look so pretty. How did you choose this dress?
Oh my gosh, well, I have my lovely designers. It's their called Royalty. Beverly Hills, and they made this dress for me. And I was like, because they have amazing pieces, and I was like, thank you for hooking me up. It's been a while, so I'm like, you know, I'm in the stage doing a little hip hop tonight. So I'm going to do a little couture in the bit.
You got to bring it out.
Yeah, and that is the biggest not kept secret. The hip hop tribute tonight. No, everybody's
talking about it. Yeah.
I'm standing like, am I the one blowing this up?
No.
So when you got that call to be a part of it, what was that like?
It was like, you better have.
Yeah, right. Hip Hop Royalty, yes.
That's right. You know, we knocked down and pushed down some doors. We pushed some down. But of course, getting that call, it was amazing to just have that call, to know that this is what they're doing. Like, especially like the Grammys, because there was a time that that hip hop wasn't being televised, and just to come, we were winning, we were selling as much as other music, and we showed our stamp, our mark in culture and history, and just to recognize that work right now at such a big level on this platform is amazing. Coming from where we are, from that music, from the streets of New York, it's amazing, and to be a part of it and celebrating it.
And it's official that hip-hop and R&B is the most listened to genre in the United States. So you go from the Grammys not televising it to it being literally the biggest genre listened to in the United States to the Grammys honoring it tonight.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something? And that's what makes it amazing. It's what it was that pushed back. It's still women in hip-hop. Like I said, it's male-dominated. We had to prove ourselves constantly, even though we were doing just as well as the other male rappers. We didn't get just the same just due. But we had to stay pushing it, stay focused, and our sales didn't lie. But it's great. It's great to be recognized.
And who are some of your icons, you know, as you made your way through the industry that really gave you that push to be like, I'm hitting a lot of hurdles as a woman in hip hop, but you know what? I'm looking to this person to give me that extra boost that I need.
Well, I'm just Jamaican, so I come from a strong background, you know? So family, you know, but it was great to be a pioneer in this thing because on our backs, it was a lot for that. To, you know, when we were in chart and when we were selling, just like the mill, you know, or we were crossing over, they were calling that pop when our music was popular. And, you know, we had to go through that, different, you know, eras of the culture. And just to be at this point, to be at this popular music, it's just good. And I tell you to celebrate it. I'm happy.
When you look at artists like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Lotto was nominated for Best New Artist tonight. Do you think that hip hop is in a good place as far as being concerned?
I think it's an amazing place because right now hip hop is a voice. You know, before it was censored way back in the day. You know, and now that you have your own voice, and these women are, like I said, in front of the cameras, behind the cameras now, running their own company, production, and taking care of their business and on top of their business. And I love that because that's the one thing, sadly, that we all like to create, but unfortunately, you can't just do that. You have to cross your teeth, you have to dot your I's, you have to stay on top of your lawyers. Sorry.
The truth,
you become a lawyer too in this business. You learn a few words here and there. But yeah, you know, all of that is important, and that's what I want to keep teaching artists. Don't forget about the business side, because all of this, and all that you do, and all the grind, you don't want to end up with anything, you know, or someone else controlling. So it's just really just, I love this. And this is what's important. That's how you pass the torch to keep it alive, and you know, and letting everybody know how it started, who started it, and the evolution of it, and how it evolved to where we are now.
True living hip hop.
Honestly, yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much.
Well,
We
thank
appreciate
you.
so
Such
much.
an honor to speak with you. Thank you so much. Oh yes, Gary, we are chatting with all the faves today. Hello, hello.
Man, I almost
How
wore my
are
Air
you?
Force
So
Ones,
nice.
man.
I wish I would have put them on. These things hurt.
Man, we are talking to one of the biggest hip-hop stars of the 2000s, 2010s. Man, and you are here at the Grammys. You know, what does it feel like being here? Is everybody stopping to get a picture with you? I know I would, so I'm talking to Nelly.
Well, I mean, you know, first of all, it's an honor to be performing today. Definitely with the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Ironically, at a place that didn't even recognize hip-hop in the beginning. You know, didn't even recognize us as a genre of music, didn't take the time to get to know us right away, but just like in our music and just like the people that do our music, we're resilient. And when we get a chance to take over and show what we're made of, we take over. You know what I mean? So I'm just honored to be gracing the stage with so many great people. And even though it's this big jigsaw puzzle called hip-hop, there's so many other pieces that's not here today that made this picture possible. So we want to say what's up to them and show them nothing but love too as well. There's so many, so I'm just thankful.
Oh my gosh, no, I mean, and it's crazy to see, you know, the evolution over the last few years, or over many years, I should say. But how do you feel about the new direction that hip hop has taken as we have, you know, younger artists coming out with
you know,
different
the thing
sounds?
about that is like I'm not one of those old heads that get down on the kids. That's not me, because hip hop was created by the youth for the youth. So now we have a history. So it's one of those situations to where if it's just not for you, there's no need to condemn it. Just turn to a station that's for you. Because we have so many different stations now. There's so many different outlets that you can go to listen to the type of hip hop that you love. You know what I mean? So We have to give these babies a chance to make their mistakes, to grow and learn just like we did. You know, everybody wasn't calling Nelly a legend when he first came out. Everybody wasn't calling Nelly this and that when he first came out. Everybody didn't like Nelly when he first came out. So I know what it's like to have to fight for your respect and fight for the right to grow up. You just want to fight for that right to grow up. So, you know, I like the young kids. I love Kodak Black. I love NBA Youngboy. I love them all. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember when Country Grammar came out. And everybody was like, okay, what is this?
Yeah, exactly.
This is Buddy Carlile quicker. It didn't take you that long, though. But you know, I always think about the Jay-Z line, only dudes moving units in Pimp Juice and us. And I wonder, so do you feel like you get the respect that you deserve? Because you had a monster run.
It's a hard thing, you know. When you're from like a city like St. Louis, you're not gonna get it. Like, it would be different if I was from LA, if I was from New York. You're talking about major media outlets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That probably would have took hold. But that's not why I did it. I do it just to show people from where I'm from that you can do it. And as long as I get that recognition and inspiring, you know, people where I'm from, it's all worth it.
Yeah. No, I love that. Thank you. No, that was beautiful.
Well, I appreciate the time. I can't tell you how many parties got jumping because of you. I'm gonna read that in my college
Thank
days.
you.
Thank you.
It's such an honor. Thank you.
Take it easy. Appreciate it.
Oh, amazing. Gary, you think our friends and family back home are going to believe we're talking to so many icons tonight?
I believe we got Nelly.
This is the best. Hello.
Yeah.
Wow, we got living legends.
Have you guys ever dealt with a show this manic like this year? But then again, the pandemic was 3 years ago, and now here you are when everything is full tilt. But now in hip hop's 50th year, I know y'all seeing a different Grammys this year than ever before.
Oh, definitely.
Am I interviewing y'all or you interviewing me?
Well, I know how gifted you are with your words and your writing, so you might be interviewing us.
Well, it goes both ways. So,
Listen, when you're poetic, it will always naturally come out that way, right?
And let me tell you, tonight is like the culmination of many years and experiences and trials, tribulations, fun, joy, happiness, peace, love, unity, and having fun all tonight. You know? Come on. It's the news. There we go.
Hello. Hi.
We're now we don't just have heroes, we have superheroes.
No, that's right. And you know, we're seeing, as you said, we're seeing hip hop being recognized. It wasn't, as people have mentioned in the past from interviews today, it hasn't been recognized in the past. But I wanted to ask, while the Recording Academy is making progress, what progress would you still like it to make in the futures to come?
Pay attention to the Hip Hop Alliance is the first union for hip hop and rap music. And that will be able to take care of the past, the present, and make sure the roads are in the future with the past having some participation in it. That's easy, right?
Right.
There it is. There it is. You know, one thing with words, we keep it short, sweet, and to the point with bars.
You know, we keep thinking about, or I keep thinking about fight the power and what that meant for them. So much has happened in time. We're still seeing police killings. We saw what happened with Tyree Nichols when the video came out. Like, is there still a need for an anthem in 2023 of fight the power?
Well, the most important rap record of all time, hip-hop record, is The Message. Fight the Power came after that. Every generation has to be able to find itself, speak for itself, and you know, and grow up, you know what I'm saying, to deal with each other. You know, we are able to, as triple OGs, give advice. You know what I'm saying? We're able to give advice. I take advice from this man, we take advice from them, he pass it on. We give advice, and we move out of the way. And when called, break glass, when emergency break glass, then we answer to that. But, you know, taking care of it is just a grown-up thing to do, and that's where we are right now.
Let me tell you like this, there's always room for another anthem. There's always a need for another anthem. It all depends on how the people believe in that anthem.
Wise man. Well, it's an honor to talk to some living legends.
No, thank you so
much.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you know, like they used to say about Michael Jordan, by the time you see him in the NBA Finals, but yo, you should have seen the practices.
Right. That's right. That's right. Cause yo, you gotta remember in the practices.
Yeah, the practices.
I I hit a lucky 2-point shot on Michael Jordan, practicing with him at the Chicago Athletic Center. And I hit a lucky 2-point on Michael Jordan. Hey, it was a love shot, but it went in and it was on him.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I just get a
Flavor in the building.
There you go. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jamie. You're welcome.
All right, thank y'all so much.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Have a great time. Thank you. Time of your lives.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. They are.
I should have asked him about Flavor of Love. We could see.
Oh man.
So many things to talk about.
So many things to talk about. We only have such a limited amount of time with each artist. I mean, I would love to sit down for like an hour plus each with each of them and really dive into their careers, their discography, their personal lives, and how that's affected their discography and all of the above, you know? Maybe AP News in-depth interview coming soon, you know?
I mean, when we first started, there was a light flow of the carpet, and now it's just bananas.
Oh, it is madness. It is. Everyone's through here, you know. It's not just a crowd of fans. It's not just a crowd of publicists. It is literally crowds and crowds of artists, as they've mentioned throughout the night, reconnecting with one another. You know, I said it earlier, but I cannot wait to see what collaborations come out of the 2023 Grammys here. You know, next year we're going to be talking to people and say, well, during a commercial break, I was talking to so-and-so, and now we're here nominated for a song this year. And so I think that's going to be really, really exciting to see.
No, I think so too. I'm just trying to figure out who we're going to interview next.
I don't know.
I keep getting surprised.
Beyonce? And we have Trevor Noah here on the fashion cam. He is going to be hosting once again here at the Grammys. He is an amazing host, hilarious, intelligent, keeps the people engaged, and so I'm really excited to see what he has to say tonight. Really excited to see, you know, what the intros, the monologues are going to look like. You know, we just saw him exit from The Daily Show just recently. Leslie Jones has temporarily taken over, which has been great, but I'm kind of wondering what Trevor's opinion is on that. I want to see if he was maybe the one who said put Leslie on for a little bit, or if that was just something that happened. I'd love to see his reaction. So maybe he'll talk about that tonight at the awards show.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be in his monologue.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past him,
I know
right?
It's going to be hilarious. Whatever it is.
Definitely. I will be going back and probably rewatching it a few times.
I know.
No, gotta love Trevor Noah. Love that he's choosing us. And yeah, for anyone who walked by right now? DJ Khaled just walked by. Okay,
really,
DJ
I'm like a
Khaled.
fan. I need to stay on task. I keep seeing stars. And I keep
No,
seeing,
you're
like,
good. You're good. And thank you again to everyone for joining us here. If you've been here for the entire time, you're the best. But make sure that you go and check out the actual awards show that we've been talking about all night. Highly anticipated. It's going to be on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and so I can't wait to see this.
As soon as this fucking ends, it's going to start. I can't wait. I'm going straight. I need to find a TV. I know.
Right? And wait, where can people watch it if they want to stream or if they want to watch it on TV?
It's streaming online, so they can watch it online, and they can also head to Paramount Plus as well as CBS.
Exactly.
Lots of different options.
So be sure. So if you're here on YouTube, Paramount Plus, check that out. If you're at home with your family, CBS, be sure 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's where you're going to see this amazing hip-hop tribute. That's where you're going to see the Mick Fleetwood performance with Sheryl Crow, with Bonnie Raitt, you know, Quavo, Maverick City Music as well. And so, make sure you tune in, CBS or Paramount Plus, in order to watch the 65th Annual Grammy Awards at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I know I'll be watching for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see who we have. We got a busy carpet, y'all. If you see, we saw Taylor Swift earlier. If you saw her, she was rocking a blue outfit. She always looks great.
She may take home a lot of awards tonight.
She probably will. Taylor has an amazing discography. And you know, let's check out some of the other categories that we have going on for the night. I know we've talked about Album of the Year. I know we talked about Best Solo Performance. Let's see what's going on in pop music. We have Best Pop Solo Performance. Easy on Me, Adele, Moscow Mule, Bad Bunny, Woman, Doja Cat, Bad Habits, Steve Lacy, About Damn Time by Lizzo, and As It Was by Harry Styles. All songs that were actually very popular throughout. I know I've brought it up many times, but very popular throughout TikTok. You know, as the years go on, as social media evolves, it's exciting to see how these platforms are influencing the music industry. And I think we also have Song of the Year that we haven't talked about. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I think so. I think
so.
so.
Many good songs this year.
Oh my God, so many great songs. Honestly, this year it's just been, I mean, immediately when it came out, Break My Soul, as you'll see here, everyone was ready. Beyonce had me ready to quit my job as well, you know. She was encouraging some bad habits. Well, okay, I'm not going to get cheesy and start fitting everybody into a story here,
no, but that's a song I heard over and over and over. And it came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Steve Lacy to, you know, be up for Song of the Year as well as Best New Artist, I mean, he's had a heck of a year.
It is. It's been a great. I mean, the Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar. I was actually surprised to see that song nominated. I thought we would see some more of the songs that were on the actual album on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers being nominated. But I'm glad the album is receiving some nominations as well. You know, we just talked to Bonnie Raitt earlier. You said Just Like That. We have that one coming up. We have All Too Well, Taylor Swift.
One of the things that I noticed as you're reading the names on your screen is that most of the nominees have a lot of different writers, but when you look at Bonnie Raitt, it was just her.
That's true.
And then let's see.
That's how you know you're a legend, right?
That's it. You know, Easy on Me, just 2 writers. Same thing with All Too Well. But we look at like Break My Soul and Roger and even Heart Part 5, The Habit, like all of these have a lot of different writers. So it's going to be interesting to see if Bonnie Raitt wins, if she's the only writer, or if Beyonce wins, where it's like 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah, where she has a whole ensemble to join her. That is honestly a good observation. That is interesting. I'm excited to see. And then we also have A, B, C, D, E, F, U. We talked to Gail earlier, not on the live show, but earlier in the night. And so, that'll be available soon on AP potentially. And so I'm excited for people to kind of hear the story behind that, because it wasn't a song that I thought would be nominated for a Grammy. I thought, it's trendy, it's on TikTok, but no, we're seeing it here recognized by the Academy. And so again, not only have we seen the Academy being diverse in terms of expanding the genres that it's recognizing, but also expanding on the if virality is going to kind of qualify someone for these awards. And so it's a very interesting thing to see. I'd love to see maybe another Gary article on how social media is affecting another genre of music, right?
Yeah, that R&B article took a lot out of me. So we'll see.
Okay, I'll write it. And Liam's back here with us again. What's going on, Liam? Welcome back.
I have got a band right here that I am a big fan of.
Okay, let's go.
Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. How are you? Look at you. Look, we all got the Velvet memo today. That's nice. Well done, now look, from busking in the streets of Rome to the Grammys, I mean, does that still just blow your mind? Look where you are.
Yeah, that's very crazy. That's weird. but of course we're very, very happy.
So how long ago was that you were busking in the streets of Rome? Like only a few years ago, right?
Yeah, 5, 6 years ago.
Wow.
It was crazy. Like we were just thinking about it this morning because it was insane to think that all of this is happening in such a short amount of time.
And you guys are rock stars through and through, bringing glam rock back. Thank you so much for that. When you go home, does the rock star life end, or are you just rock stars through and through? When the cameras
always.
It's an attitude. I like that, my friend. I like that. Now, obviously, your Italian heritage is incredibly important, and you don't shy away from that within your music. How important is it for you to, I guess, showcase your heritage and what it means to you on an international stage?
I think that of course, being born and raised in Italy has influenced us a lot, like most of all culturally. So our music is a reflection of how we've grown up, so like it's impossible for us to detach from it. And we're also very very happy that we have the chance to spread like a new image of Italy, which is not just pizza, pasta, but it's also music.
Well, you're definitely doing that, absolutely. I recently bought your album on vinyl. I think music sounds better on vinyl anyway. And obviously the new single, Gossip, features one of your idols. Tell us a little bit about that.
Someone can tell you more.
Yeah, of course. Because we played at Roxy basically, and we came after we spent like 3 months in our studio in LA. And so basically went to our studio, just jamming it together. It was very natural. He's a super nice guy, so we also got with his presence.
You're at that stage now where your idols are becoming fans of you. Do you know what I mean? Like you recently as well had the I Want to Be a Slave version with Iggy Pop. Things like that must just blow your mind. I wouldn't be surprised if none of some big stars come up to you and tell them they're fans of you.
Yeah, it's so nice. I think that's the biggest acknowledgement we can get. Because, you know, we grew up like listening to the music and stuff, playing instruments, playing the pop and stuff. And now just to think that they know who we are and they enjoy our music, it's just priceless.
I recently saw you at the Palladium as well. You guys are true rock stars. Do you prefer the on-stage experience or the in-studio? I think I know your answer to this.
Me on stage.
I'm the only one who prefers the studio.
Really?
Yeah, I love the studio. I love not the recording, but the writing sessions. Because like creating music is my favorite part. But of course, like.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Such an honor to chat with you. Thank you. Congratulations and good luck with the nomination. Thank you.
I'm a fan.
They are great. They are great. You know, I have to admit, it wasn't until I saw the nominations that I first listened to their music, and I was thoroughly impressed. They are doing a great job. I love seeing these global artists continuing to break into the mainstream here in the States and being recognized by the Academy. You know, we're seeing it constantly over and over and over again. I think we saw it first with K-pop. We're seeing Italian music now recognized, and so it is so great. And we have over here on the fashion cam, we have Smokey Robinson, who was honored earlier this year, earlier this week, by the Recording Academy, along with Berry Gordy. He was one of Berry Gordy's first signees over at Motown, and so it is great to see the music history working its way down. You know, I love seeing this blend of generations throughout the time. It is honestly absolutely beautiful.
We've got Camila Cabello. Camila, come on. Good to see you. It's a superstar right there.
She looks amazing.
It's a superstar right there. Wow, she looks great.
She looks great. She always pulls out the best outfits. Hopefully we'll bring her out on the fashion cam in a little bit so the rest of y'all at home can experience Camila Cabello's amazing ensemble that she has. Oh my God.
I feel like things just got really intense really quickly right here.
Cardi B is here. Where is Miss Cardi over here? We see her working her way down, and Cardi B and Offset working their way. She's rocking that amazing, amazing blue outfit. Oh my God, I love Cardi's. Cardi always will wear a show-stopping outfit. I mean, we've seen Cardi, we've seen Lizzo, we've seen Sam Smith and Kim Petras. You know, they are pulling out all of the stops.
And I like how you said earlier, a lot of difference in the color schemes chosen tonight. We had Taylor Swift and Cardi B, and I'm colorblind, so if I get this wrong, don't hit on me. Purple, right?
Who?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. It was blue. It was blue. I'm so sorry.
Taylor Swift did.
She was in a blue as well.
Oh, okay. Well, both of them are blue.
Guys, we're off the mic now.
She was in a blue as well.
Right.
And
well,
doing.
there you go. Justice for the colorblind people. Some representation on AP's live stream.
Oh man, I'm sorry you were off, but it's okay. It's okay. Their outfits are still killer.
Yeah, they're killer.
And even pointing it back to the fashion cam again, we've got DJ Khaled rocking the all black, rocking the chain, you know, doing his thing.
I like actually how you mentioned as well K-pop a little bit earlier, because a big night for K-pop tonight, of course, BTS up for their collaboration with Coldplay, My Universe. And what I think is special about that collaboration is that they're the best pop duo group forms. And, Coldplay is a truly international band. But so is BTS, right? So when you get these two big forces together, I actually think they might have a chance of taking home their first Grammy tonight.
Maybe, potentially.
A lot of the predictions kind of either had Sam Smith and Kim Petras winning that award, or BTS and Coldplay.
Really?
So it'll be really interesting to see where that goes. When I actually interviewed BTS a few years ago, they told me that, and this was just as they were starting to blow up, they told me that their next step was the Grammys.
Wow.
I mean, I'm rooting for my boys tonight. I would love to see them take one home.
I mean, listen, why not? Why not? Anything is possible here at the 2023 Grammys. And for those of you at home, again, be sure to check out the awards show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, or you can head on over to Paramount Plus to check that out. You don't want to miss it. Listen, we've been talking about the incredible moments you're going to see tonight. You're going to want to be a part of that conversation as you're watching the show. And so I am, as time goes on, I'm getting more and more antsy, but more and more excited to see what history is going to be made tonight.
Grammys have always got a historic thing going on. If Beyonce, up for numerous awards tonight, if she gets more than 8 wins tonight, she will break Michael Jackson's record for the most wins in one night. Of course, Michael Jackson doing that for Thriller. So it'll be interesting to see if she's able to do that. Rick Ross.
We've got the amazing Rick Ross here with us today. Hi, sir. How are you? How are you?
Happy to be here.
You are looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Is that your signature? I'm seeing embossed there on the.
That's the signature on my covers. My first time wins, Jacob Triple Tourbillon, 1.5. I'm just motivated tonight. We're doing it for the culture.
And we've interviewed star after star talking about this 50th anniversary hip hop tribute. Can you tell us what you're looking forward to most, knowing that the Academy is, giving this honor to hip hop music?
For me, it's really just seeing the streets master this prestigious award. And it's going to send messages around the world. It's going to inspire artists around the world, because it was artists like myself who never felt I would be a part of this. And not only am I a part of it, but I'm performing tonight alongside my brother DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and this will be historic.
Historic, right? I feel like tonight's going to be one of those nights where people remember this performance, obviously celebrate it.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, thank you, bro. So nice to meet you.
We're lucky. We cannot wait. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Bros, because bros bring bros on the carpet. But that's nice. Another thing that I enjoy about the Grammys, these celebrities are seeing each other for the first time.
It is, yeah. You're seeing a lot of the camaraderie, and it's all very authentic, very real. No one's putting on a show. It's the same as if you and I were to, go to a party and see our friends that we haven't seen in a long time. You're going to run up to them. You're going to want to chat.
But this is fun, too, because it's like the best of the best.
It's true, yeah. And I'm so excited we got to talk to legendary Rick Ross,
Rick Ross. There's been some good names. Who's been your favorite person that stopped by today? There's some good ones.
Oh, my God. Probably only because I'm a big fan of theirs, the Marias. The Marias were probably one of my favorites. I've been wanting to interview them just solo for a long time, and so it's nice to finally have that moment and chat with them,
I was pretty jealous when I saw you out here with Shania Twain.
Oh, Shania Twain
I could
is
see
great.
her hat. She was just walking down the carpet and you could just see her hat.
Oh, always. She's always pulling out the best outfits. I love this new era that she's entering into. She said, she's been a country pop diva for a long time, but she said fully pop now. I'm going to show you a new version of myself. She did talk to us about how she wanted to just be in this space of joy and happiness and see that reflected in her music. So
that's the thing, she has nothing to prove anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She has paid her dues in the music industry and the country industry. She's got a residency in Vegas at the moment. So now it's just time to have fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, why not just do what you want to want, wear what you want to want, put on the biggest possible hat you can find.
Very true, very true. Got, some amazing arrivals coming down the line. People are still making their way to the red carpet. It's not over soon. Thank you so much again for those who have stuck around for the show. I think one of the best parts is when you're anticipating your favorite artist and you see that limo pull up or you see that big SUV pull up. And for those of you earlier who did miss Cardi B, you can check out her outfit right now on the fashion cam. She is rocking this amazing, amazing blue ensemble. She looks absolutely fabulous. No, it is definitely not purple. We love Cardi B. She's always pulling out a fashion moment, never misses any time.
I wonder how much say these stars have in their outfits. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if the star actually sits down with the designer and it's like, this is kind of what I want to create, or if they get different options given to them, and then the star just chooses. I wonder how that goes down. It would be fascinating to have their wardrobe.
It would. I feel like Cardi B probably picks her outfits or comes in with her set ideas. I mean, we do have Offset does have that show on HBO Max, you know, highlighting streetwear, there's streetwear competition, and so it's I definitely think that her and Offset come in and say, this is the look that we're going for the Grammys, how are we going to pull it together? And then they just come and put on a show. They truly are performers through and through, you know?
Exactly.
They're not going to give you mediocre anything. They said, you want us to walk the carpet? I'm going to look fabulous. You want me to perform? It's going to be one of the best performances you've seen. And so they're amazing. One of the things I love about Cardi is she is through and through, you know, Dominicana, super, always giving back to her community, whether it's through educating people on social media or just through the way that she continuously talks about the way she supports her family. Even now, humble as an artist, we have amazing people still making their way down the carpet. The show is, you know, getting ready to start soon, y'all. So people are hustling into the arena. As you see here on the fashion cam, Miss Paris Hilton, newlywed Paris Hilton, has made her way over. She is rocking an amazing, amazing silver outfit. She's got her hair half up, half down. We always love a Paris Hilton at a fashion moment. Hi, how are you today? Cool. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a great interview with you coming up right now. Thank you, Leslie. Nice to meet you. I love the bling. I love the leather. You're rocking it through and through.
Representing hip hop 50th year, so I have to do something a little hip hop for Grammy acceptable too.
Oh, when we talk about legends, you know, a lot of names are thrown out, but you are the legend's favorite legend. I want to know about him. So, you know, but it's the truth. How does it feel when you hear some of the biggest names in hip hop and you were their favorite rapper?
You know, as somebody who's supposed to be a man of many words, sometimes I don't have no words for that. You know what I mean? It's a blessing, man. Especially, you know, hip hop is a love genre. You know what I mean? And to be able to get that love from my peers, man, you know, I can't find words for it. You know what I mean? It's so humbling. You know, I appreciate the love and definitely appreciate being able to perform in the building tonight. Big deal for me.
Now, we've heard a lot of rappers who are involved talk about it. What can we expect? It seems like it's one of those anticipated performances tonight.
Well, it's going to be dope, man. We got a nice little medley. We're going to take it from like 73 to 2023.
Oh, wow.
Nice little mix up and show, like, you know, where rap came from and where it's been and where it's going. So I think the audience will enjoy it.
Listen, we had the Super Bowl this last year when we had Kendrick, Mary J. Blige come out. I was at a Super Bowl party, and when I tell you that everybody lost their minds, it was as if we were there live at a concert. I think the same is going to happen tonight when people are back home watching this tribute.
I think so. It's like, you know, I don't want to sound cliche, but, you know, hip-hop is getting its flowers. You know what I mean? You know, I think it's going to be a good feeling to see and celebrate it like this.
Yeah. And what, you know, you're saying that hip-hop, yes, it's getting its flowers. Do you think that that's going to open up more space for hip-hop artists to take more risks with their music? Or do you feel that they already have and it's just going to continue to progress?
No, I think it's going to, you know, with the 50th coming around, I think people are going to be a little more aware of where it came from, and hopefully, you know, do a little research and
be inspired by the journey that it's took, and I think by it being celebrated like it is, I think it's going to inspire a lot of artists to want to create and be a part of, like somebody was talking last night, they said, 25 years from now, they want to be the one that's performing and getting the flowers for the next anniversary of hip hop. So, yeah, I think it's going to inspire a lot of people.
And lastly, while we have you here, obviously hip hop has had a lot of successes throughout the past 50 years, ups and downs as well. At one point, the Grammys weren't even televising the performances. But for hip hop to continue to thrive another 50 years, what needs to be done?
I think everybody needs to, really take heed of what the genre means, where it came from, how hard it is to keep it relevant, and understand that it could be going wrong. You know what I mean? And, I think, again, being celebrated like this makes a lot of people look at it a little more different, like it's not. So hopefully people are on to that and put it into their work and show that.
I mean, we've talked to a lot of legends.
That's true, we
A
have.
lot of living legends, so thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, such an honor. Thank you. Thank you. So nice to meet you. Thank you. Speaking of a legend, on the fashion cam right now, we have Miss Queen Latifah. I'm going to throw it back for a little bit. I'm a huge Living Single fan.
You and me both.
Oh my God. No, I'm always singing the intro song, Oh my God, I thought that was Maxine Shaw getting her groove on for a long time until I saw someone on Twitter say it wasn't, and I was like, oh. Eric Alexander, that woman can kill it. But
Living Single was a breakthrough show.
It really was.
Don't know that the inspiration from Friends
came from Living Inspiration. Stolen. Just allegedly stolen. Did they confirm it? Oh, they've confirmed it, so I can say it now and not feel bad. Great. But Living Single, honestly, was one of those shows. Queen Latifah was also one of the pioneers, of females in hip hop, in rap music.
And people forget about that because she's such a phenomenal actor. People forget that Queen Latifah was one of the first female rap stars.
Mm-hmm. No, she really was. She was. That was what she was doing before she was an actress, correct?
Yeah,
way long before that. And I'm excited to. We've talked to amazing people who are going to be performing tonight for that hip hop tribute. But I am very, very excited to see how Queen Latifah is going to be incorporated into this show and into this performance.
Yeah. I mean, this has been a crazy carpet. We've seen everybody. We talked to everybody. It was a madhouse at some points, but the best party madhouse.
Oh God, it was insane. I mean, you just be standing here and then suddenly you go, it's Doja. You know what I mean? So the most random thing was happening. Taylor Swift randomly walking past us when I was about to come on stage, and I had to handle my emotions of Taylor Swift being there, and then everything. It's nice. That's what the Grammys is, and that's why we love the Grammys. That's why music's biggest night. I think history's going to be made tonight.
It's funny because when we were doing our interview, Leslie and I, earlier, yeah, we're live, but my attention, that's such and such. It's like, focus, Gary, you're a professional. But, when you're at an event like this, it's hard not to get starstruck.
Yeah.
Because it's rare that you see so many of music's biggest stars in the same place.
But it's also interesting because, that's natural to feel like that. And you see other stars getting starstruck as well. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how big the star, there's always going to be someone that kind of gets you excited or that you're a fan of.
That's very true. It's very true. And
like the Rock trying to take photos with someone like
yeah. And I think a lot of us feel especially connected to musicians because of their lyrics and how we relate to them, It speaks to you. You see them and you're like, oh look, this person that saw me indirectly is here in front of me now, and we got to chat with some of them, so that's exciting. But thank you all again. Thank you so much for joining us for the entire time. And one quick look over at Miss Camila Cabello, because she looks amazing. She is killing it in this outfit. We saw her walk by earlier, and now you get to actually see the full look. She really said Shawn Mendes who in this outfit.
collaboration with Ed Sheeran, which
She
must be
is.
crazy for her because Ed Sheeran was one of her favorites growing up. So imagine tonight there could be a Grammy with her name and Ed Sheeran. That's what the Grammys can do.
It's funny saying that because Ed Sheeran's not that old, but we say
No, he's not. But we, we've got an amazing show coming up with the awards show. Be sure to tune in on CBS. And you can also go to Paramount Plus. The show is about to start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. It's great hosting with both of you.
What about you?